All right, what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas, but not tonight. I'm going to tell you. This is an Am I the Asshole story. There's a subreddit called Am I the Asshole, and only assholes post there, trying to get people, begging to get people to tell them that they are not an asshole, but they are always the asshole. And tonight, the role of the asshole will be played by me. Am I the asshole? I'm the asshole. I know I'm the asshole. But I broke a couple up in Vegas this weekend and this week. And it all started very innocently. There I was at the pool of the Mandalay Bay Resort. The Mandalay Bay Resort, by the way, non sequitur, is the resort where that insane guy who we know nothing about still 2 years later used bump stop machine gun, bump stop assault rifle modifiers to machine guns, 56 people to their death in the concert area across the street. Anyway, I was staying in his room, and it was really nice. I mean, super nice. I didn't feel like killing anybody that night. And we were down at the pool. Mandalay Bay has kind of a sandy beach in the middle of Las Vegas where you can hang out. There's a lazy river, which is a looping pool where you kind of float around in a circle and get rained on by a little waterfall, which is fun. And we were there like all day, just chilling, hanging out, getting tan, as you can see, fully tan by now, 100% tan. And there was a couple in front of us. I mean, I only noticed them because the blonde kept getting up and laying down and kept getting up and laying down. I really didn't notice the guy that much because he was chilling. And the blonde was a skinny runner type, you know the type, small boobs, no body fat, shoulder length blonde hair. And I'm not my type. Okay, let's get that out of the way right now. This is not my type. I like, thicker, curvier, big boobed women with long hair. Super long hair. Longer the better, by the way. Anyway, I'm just chilling there on my lawn chair. Once in a while, I go into the lazy river with Leo, because Leo's there too. So I forget how the conversation got struck up, but they talked to us first. She or he was like, where you guys from, whatever. And we're like, California, Bay Area, and where are you guys from? And they're like, she's like, yeah, we're a long distance relationship. I'm from Texas, he's from Maryland. And we started talking about all kinds of Texas, Maryland stuff, because I have relatives in Maryland, and I've hung out in Texas quite a bit. So we had a lot of fun, and Leo would jump in and he would chat with her, and Leo made her take him on the lazy river, and I got some pictures of them on the lazy river, and it was fun. And by the end of it, Leo was like whispering to me, hey grandpa, should we be their friends? I'm like, sure, we should be their friends. And Leo then turns to them and says, do you want to be our friends? And she's like, yeah, we'll be your friends. And it was so adorable and so cute and everything. And I bought them drinks. because I'm money bags, and so I paid for their drinks tab and bought them a bunch of drinks, and said, we were leaving and they were leaving. This was like their last night at Mandalay Bay. They were switching hotels, and Mandalay Bay is like an expensive hotel on the Strip. It's like one of the more expensive hotels on the Strip. I think only Bellagio is more expensive, but it's okay. I mean, they lowered their prices after the atrocities, but it's still super nice upscale hotel. And so we said our goodbyes, and I said, hey man, what are you guys doing later? We'll call us and blah blah blah. And Monique gave her Facebook and her phone number and stuff, and I don't know if she gave her phone number. I think she gave her text. So anyways, it wasn't my deal. All right, I wasn't heavily involved in this. I was chatting everybody up a lot, but Monique was too. So anyways, so later that day, we had a relative come to Mandalay Bay, great grandma, and great grandma wanted to hang out with Leo, so that left Monique and I stag for the night. So we went out into the casinos and stuff. We don't gamble, but we went out into the casinos and hung out just in restaurants and bars and stuff like that. No bars are open in Vegas, but they're kind of pretending bars are open by moving tables close to the bars and stuff. So anyway, we were rolling around in Vegas, and suddenly we get a text. Monique gets a text from this girl and says, hey, we're at this bar in Mandalay Bay, or this restaurant, whatever it is, in Mandalay Bay. Are you guys around? And we're like, this has been hours later, hours after the beach. I mean, 7 hours later. And we're like, we weren't expecting this at all. So we told him, hey man, we're free and easy, man. We can come over and hang out with you because Leo's being taken care of. And so we went over to join them at this bar. I mean, it's a bar, so it has tables, it serves food. So this place was able to avoid the draconian rules about being open or whatever. And by tables, I mean, those tables that are away from the bar, but it's still a bar, and those are still bar tables. That's where we were at. Anyways, there you go. You can sit there. You have no mask on. It's very cool, very fun. And that's what we were doing. We were just chilling, relaxing, talking story with each other, talking about our lives and stuff. And suddenly this girl, I'll call her Annette, all right? We'll call her Annette, comes and starts showing me pictures of her whatever, her life and her boyfriend, who's sitting on the other side of Monique. And I'm feeding them drinks, although her boyfriend doesn't drink. But we're drinking. I mean, not heavily, but we're drinking. We're drinking our drinks. She's drinking heavily. And she's over by me. I'm like joking. All right. I'm looking through her phone. Show me where's the nudes. There's no nudes here. And she's like, man, I don't have any of the nudes. He has all the nudes, and he always deletes them. And so I'm like, well, I have nudes right here, because I'm on my phone, and of course I have nudes of Monique and stuff. And I'm like, Monique, can I show her your pictures? And she's like, I don't care, because Monique's like an ex-porn star and stuff. She doesn't care who sees her pictures. And so finally she's like, oh no, I've got some stuff. And she's showing me all these nudes and videos of her that she sent to her boyfriend in their text chat. And I'm looking at all these nudes, and she's got a nice runner's body. It's not my type, a little too skinny, a little too little body fat, you know, that kind of thing. You know what I'm talking about. But I'm having fun with it. We're having fun with it. Monique and I, we're just like, we're old, you know, we've been around, and these guys are like, you know, 10, 15 years younger than us. And I'm like, it doesn't have any effect on me from a sexual standpoint. It's just fun checking out all her nudes and stuff and her little videos. And, you know, for me, it's just a laugh. It's a hoot, right? And at some point, she like goes to the other side and sits behind her boy. Now, she had told us while we were at the beach, she came over and sat next to us and said, man, I'm thinking of dumping him. He's just like, he doesn't want kids. And every time I bring it up, he tries to change the subject and blah, blah, blah. I'm like, really? Okay, well, I mean, people change, and he's older, you're older. Maybe, you know, she's in her 30s. He's like 40, but he looks younger. And, you know, maybe you should give it more of a shot. And anyways, so she's on the other side. We're kind of wrapping it up. You know, he doesn't want to look at any nudes of Monique or any videos of Monique or anything like that. And he's like, no. And we're like, okay, all right, no big deal. We're just having fun, right? And we say our goodbyes, and it's over, and we had a good time. And I paid all the bills. I bought all the drinks, I bought all their stuff even before they arrived. Even before we arrived, I paid all their tabs. And so we go back to our room. Monique and I go back to her room, and we had a damn good time. And I don't know, maybe an hour later, we're actually settling down to go to sleep. Monique gets a text from Annette saying, he dumped me. He dumped me. He was really upset that I showed nudes to strangers, and he dumped me. And oh my gosh, I felt so bad. I was just like, I'm not really a stranger. I'm just like a doctor figure. It doesn't even have any effect on me. I mean, aren't we all immune to nudes and stupid little mirror videos that you send to your boyfriend? Give me a break. And this is all text to Monique, right? Because she's not texting me. I'm not going to let her text me. And so she's, you know, Monique's like, oh, I'm so sorry. Maybe he'll come around, blah, blah, blah. Let me know if there's anything I can do to help. Anyway. So we go to bed, and I feel bad. Am I the asshole? I'm probably the asshole. I feel bad. And we go to bed, and so we wake up, and what happened the next day? Wake up. She wants to get back together. She's like, hey, what are you guys doing today? And I'm like, did you patch things together? I'm not texting her, but I'm like telling this to Monique. I'm like, did she patch things together with her guy? Because damn. And she wants to get together. The guy is, you know, I don't think they patch things together. And Monique just kind of, you know, gives her the Heisman. And, you know, it's kind of sad. It's very sad. And she's, you know, a super, super pretty woman, right? In her late 30s. And so we left. It was the day we were leaving. And so we left Vegas. And, you know, it bothered me all the way home. And I'm really hoping they patch things together, and that, you know, she was thinking of dumping him. He dumped her. Maybe, you know, you never know about these things. Anyways, but that's my story. And she texted again, actually, yesterday and said, hey, I'm really sorry if I made things really weird and stuff. And we was like, I don't care. You didn't make anything weird with me. You know, I don't mind sharing nudes with strangers. It's sharing nudes with real friends that I would never do. But strangers are okay. So anyways, that's my biggest story. It's horrible. And am I the asshole?